Hey, how is it going again, Guardians? LVnative here with another Destiny video for you. Well, you know what time it is. It is Tuesday, August 15th, time for another Destiny weekly reset. So, without any further ado, let's jump right on into it. Kicking things off this week, we have got the weekly featured raid, and of course, we're going to have the Death Singer and the Crota Challenge. You know what that means. It is the Crota's End raid. If you guys are still needing any of those Age of Triumph ornaments or the specific gear that you can get from doing this, make sure you gotta go on LFG, get in there with your friends, and get that raid done. The Crota raid, in my opinion, probably the easiest and the least time-consuming out of all the raids. So if you guys are needing any of that stuff, make sure you get it done this week. Challenge of the Elders has modifiers of Grenade Kill Bonus, Ironclad, and Trickle. Your rewards will get you a Legendary Engram for your first run, and 10 Legendary Marks for your first 3. The weekly Nightfall Strike is Sepix Perfected with Arc Burn, Small Arms, Juggler, Ironclad, and of course good old Daybreak is still back. Arc Burn and Small Arms, I am thinking, I'm thinking a little Fatebringer. What do you guys think? Try that one out, let me know how that works for you. The Siva Crisis Heroic Strike playlist, modifiers of Heroic, Arc Burn, Specialist, and Juggler. Rewards are going to get you a Treasure of Ages for your first run, as well as 10 Legendary Marks for your first 3. The weekly story playlist has modifiers of Heroic, Small Arms, and Chaff. Rewards again will get you a Treasure of Ages and 20 Legendary Marks for your first 5 run for a nice quick and easy 100 Legendary Marks. And this time around, we are going to be doing the Earth and Moon mission playlist. For the weekly PvP, we have got Combined Arms. Very fun play mode, especially if you guys like jumping in with vehicles. If you do, make sure you take advantage of that. You're going to get a Treasure of Ages for your first run, as well as 10 Legendary Marks for your first couple of runs. To round it off, we have also got Control, Supremacy, Elimination, Salvage, and good old-fashioned Rumble. And guys, make sure you go over to the Iron Temple and CTR Agarn and see what artifact she has got for you this week. So this time around, we are looking with the Memory of Scory with a straight strength roll. When your super is full, your kills cause nearby ally supers to recharge faster. The Memory of Radagast with an intellect and strength roll. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with a sword. Also, increase your sword ammo capacity. Very fun one to run around with, guys. If you have not deflected somebody's Nova Bomb right back at their face, you haven't lived. And lastly, we have got the Memory of Galleon with a Discipline and Strength roll, grants a detailed radar, and radar persists when sighting with your primary weapons. This is by far one of my favorite artifacts, guys. If you don't have this, definitely spend the coin and pick this one up. Down at the tower, guys, of course, don't forget about Shax and make sure you go and pick up his bounties as well. This time he has got a Hunt for Glory, which is going to be the Supremacy match type playlist, as well as taking control, and you guessed it, with the Control match playlist. Now, if you guys are, for whatever reason, unaware, make sure you do these every single week. This will give you Nightfall tier rewards. It is very much worth your time, especially if you're somebody who likes to play Crucible anyway. Just get it done, guys. It's extra free stuff for you. And our good old Quartermaster from along the way, guys, he has got the hand cannon bounty this week. So if you guys are still on the hunt for that god-rolled hand cannon, you know, Palindrome, IS Luna, something like that, make sure you're doing this, guys, because the rewards can be absolutely fantastic. Let's go right on into the weapon reviews, guys. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say there's not a lot of great ones this week. There's a couple of pretty fun rolls, but nothing that I would really call God roll. That being said, let's go ahead, of course, and look at the Palindrome. We have to look at it every single week. We have got the Hidden Hand, Hammer Forge, which is not bad, or you go with the high caliber rounds, Hot Swap, Rescue Mag, Steady Hand, Sure Shot IS, and Quick Draw IS. This is not bad. Go with the Sure Shot. That is going to be the best, in my opinion, as far as your scopes go. And the rest of these are okay. Hidden Hand on a hand cannon, always good. Would love to have seen, you know, some rangefinder. Hammer Forge is okay for the range, but we really, on our hand cannons, we want to boost that range up. This one's not bad, but there's definitely better rolls out there. And as far as the Vanguard Quartermaster goes, he's got a couple weapons we want to take a look at. One is the Continental Auto Rifle. Now this is not a god roll, but this one is pretty damn decent if you ask me. Glass half full, always love that on auto rifle. It's going to make the bottom half of your magazine do extra damage. We need some stability increase, so bam, hand-laid stock. We do sacrifice a lot on the range, but this is going to turn this weapon into an absolute laser beam that's going to do extra damage, don't forget. So really, really stable with that. Also, spray and play will give you that increased reload speed, or you can go with the Grenadier to get those grenades back faster. Both are pretty good perks. I would probably go with the spray and play, but pick whichever one you guys prefer. As far as the sights, you're looking at the MD Reflex, the Sure Shot IS, and the OEG. You know my opinion, guys, always go for that Sure Shot if it's available. If you guys are looking for an interesting sidearm, look at the Teacup Tempest this time around. So reactive reload, very, very good to have. Snapshot or high caliber rounds. Again, take your pick. I love high caliber though on these sidearms because it can be very, very difficult for people to turn around and shoot at you because they're having so much flinch. We also have Zen Moment for increased stability or crowd control. So crowd control, high caliber, reactive reload. Anytime you get two bonus, damages, so crowd control and reactive reload at the same time, this thing is going to hit like a truck, and I promise you, you're going to ruin some people's days with it. Steady Hand IS, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw. The only thing really missing on this one to be almost god tier in my opinion would be a really good sight. It doesn't have that, but the other perks it does have will make this a very fun weapon for you to mess around with. Across the way over at Dead Orbit, let's see if they have got anything worth mentioning for us. So, let's see here, the Extremophile 011 Auto Rifle. Again with glass half full. I am noticing a pattern on the auto rifles this week. Let's see, hot swap or small bore, both are decent, but again, we are really, really looking for a stability increase on our auto rifles, and we're just not getting it here. For that reason, I'm gonna have to recommend a pass on it. It's not bad, but it's not great either, guys, so let's move on. You know I always gotta take a look at the Last Ditch 001 to see if we get that god roll. We don't have it this week yet again. Patience though, guys. But then again, we've only got 3 weeks from today until Destiny 2 comes. Let's get hyped. If you guys are as pumped for me waiting for that Destiny 2, make sure we take a second and smack that like button. I cannot believe we are only 3 weeks away, guys, until I lose every amount of free time that I currently have. Modifiers for this Last Ditch, we got the final round. Now, I usually prefer rangefinder here, but final round, not a bad option, especially if you like to abuse that and just keep reloading one at a time. Pretty darn good. We got Hammer Forge for that extra range. We have got Flared Magwell and Lightweight. We're lacking a little bit right here, guys. Not the best perks. Let's see, Linear Compensator, Field Choke, and Aggressive Ballistics. All in all, not bad, but definitely not that great. We're still waiting on the god roll for you, man. Maybe one day. And upstairs at the FWC, Future War Cult, what you bringing to the table? Well, first of all, it's Future War Cult, so without further ado, we have to look at the Wormwood, because it's great every single week. And let's see, Hot Swap, not bad. Fitted Stock, which I always like for that extra stability. Flared Magwell, go with the Quick Draw on that. True Sight is very good, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw. So, another week and another really good roll for your Wormwood. One last one I wanted to mention here with the Future War Cult is the Waltz Pulse Rifle. Now, this is not a god roll, but it's a pretty darn interesting one. So, Rodeo, always pretty fun to help reduce the recoil of your weapons, along with Perfect Balance, which is going to do the same. Very, very good together. High caliber rounds make it really hard for people to turn on you. And we got the Reflex, Quick Draw, and OEG. Now, the Reflex is probably one of my favorite sights for the Waltz, so that's nice to see. High caliber, extra stability. This is pretty darn good, guys. If you got the extra change to throw around, pick this one up, because I have an almost identical roll on a very, very similar pulse rifle, and I had a ton of fun with it, and I bet you guys will too. And new Monarchy, we can't forget about you. I know I give you a lot of crap sometimes, but I do it out of love, man. It's nothing but love. That, and I'm just really hoping I can coax you to give me a god-rolled sniper rifle or something. Alright, so let's see. We got the Assembly 2 Auto Rifle with Persistence. We're starting off looking good. Hammer Forge, not bad. Crowd Control's good, but not on this one. We need all the stability we can get. Armor Piercing Rounds, Quick Draw. So yeah, we don't have our stability perk, other than Persistence. It's definitely one that I'm going to have to think about passing on. The main reason I love coming to the new Monarchy is because every single week I'm looking for a Disposition 7 God roll. Let's see if we have it. I honestly have not checked yet. Okay, Firefly is always fun on a sniper rifle. Small bore and triple tap. So triple tap Firefly explosive rounds. This is actually a Wild Hawk ambush and Eagle Eye ambush. Really good sight as well. Maybe not short gaze, but this is right up there for one of the top 2 sights in my opinion. But yeah, not a bad sniper rifle for PvE. I mean, Firefly and explosive rounds, along with that triple tap, you're going to have some fun. You're going to pop some heads and cause some explosions out there. And this would be a very fun sniper rifle for you guys to run around with. If you guys want to try something like this, if you don't have sniper rifles with explosive rounds and Firefly, try it out. I think you guys will have a ton of fun with it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found this video helpful and or useful. If you did, make sure you take a second, smack that like button, drop me a comment in the section below, and share this video with your friends. It really does help me out. So anyone who think you might need to know this information, make sure you drop them a line with it as well. And if this is your guys' first time here, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys liked it as well. If you did, and you want to get better at Destiny, get the leg up on your competition with reviews and news and stuff like that, make sure that you consider subscribing. You'll be notified whenever I get a brand new video. It's going to keep you more informed. It's going to give you more information that you can use to help crush your competition. Not only for Destiny, but for Destiny 2 Online. So if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing, guys. But as always, Guardians, this is LVnative. You guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next one.